Okay, as most of you know by now, I'm Aaron Thornburg, Assistant Professor at Eastern Oregon University, and I'm here after discussions with John in order to pilot the Open Prosthetics Design Anthropology project. I am a Professor of Anthropology, and for those of you that don't know, anthropology is a broad study of humans. I have a definition here from the textbook that I use for my introductory class: human nature, human society, human past. Since humans do so many things, anthropology in America is broken up into four different subfields. Archaeology are the diggers. That's what people usually think of when I tell them I'm an anthropologist. Biological physical anthropologists look at the development of humans and diversity, and since language is such an important aspect, linguistic anthropology. Probably the key aspect for the project that we're doing here is cultural anthropology. And they look at sets of learned behavior and ideas that people acquire as being members of society or members of a group. Full disclosure, cultural anthropology is oftentimes associated with a colonial process, with pith-helmeted Europeans like Bronislaw Malinowski going out and finding out about non-Western peoples. But we in the field like to think that anthropology has moved beyond this. From early stages, there was this idea of bringing anthropology home. And certainly today, there's more anthropologists, or as many anthropologists looking at things in the U.S. as there are elsewhere. Applied anthropology started in around World War II, trying to find solutions, using anthropology to find solutions, and design anthropology, using the methods of anthropology in order to increase design. It is one of those aspects of applied anthropology, and we have a quote here from Alison Clark. So what are we trying to do in this project? We're trying to turn the methods of design anthropology in order to improve the design of prostheses. We're trying to get the narratives of people using prostheses to designers so that they can design better ones. How are we going to do this? We're going to borrow from another field of anthropology, visual anthropology, and these iPads with iMovie in order to record people's narratives about their experiences, their preferences, and whatnot. What are we going to do with these videos that we create? We're going to turn them over to Open Prosthetics. They can put them on websites. I might use them in academic talks, and you may have talked to Amanda and Erica who are building that exhibition, and perhaps they'll use it. Anyone who wants to work in the project has to do a consent form, and if you look down here in the voluntary nature, it says you have the right to ask that your narrative not be used in any of those venues. So anyone who's involved, we try to give them the power over that. We have a list of questions that are really just starter questions to get the wheels turning and thinking about issues, and so we kind of run through these questions, but they're very open-ended, so if people want to expand or do other things. For upper limb prostheses users, we also had a number of items in the back in order to start opening them, manipulating them, using them, just again, in order to get the wheels started to thinking about problems that they might have. Because the iPads are so mobile, we could go out into, and I did several times in projects that I did today, in order to demonstrate people using prostheses, problems they have, certain experiences. We really want to invite collaborative production, and several of the people that I've worked with today, after I got to the end of the video, I kind of went through the finished project with them to say, is this okay? Is there something you want to add, something you want to take away, etc. I know that questions are not a common part of Ignite talks, but as an academic, I really couldn't let go of that, and so we have just a few minutes, maybe 1 minute here, for any quick questions.
When can we do it online?
When can we do it online? I've already talked to John about extending this program and doing it through Google Hangouts, going into people's homes and like doing interviews and recording those. Again, they'd be turned over to Open Prosthetics. Any other questions?
Oh, it's a twofer.
Huh, Maria?
Come to the retreat in December.
I'll try.
Is this another attempt to subvert the audience?
Not at all, not at all. We got 15 seconds. Any more questions? Okay, any questions that you might have that you didn't ask, come up to me afterwards and I'll be sure to answer those questions. I want to thank you all for your time, inviting us, and if there's anyone that wants to be involved in the project, come talk to me and we welcome your participation.